It's a new year. It's a new team. It's a new game.
You're working and prepping hundreds of days and hundreds of hours.
It's a grind, 24/7 football nonstop.
I hear the pads popping. I see people coming together as a group. As a football junkie, that's art.
No matter how many ice baths you get in, you're gonna be hurting a little bit.
Those fall Saturdays are the culmination of months of sweat and blood.
It's a dream that you've been thinking about all your life, but once you get there, it can be an eye-opening experience.
Got your juices flowing, you're excited, you're anxious.
We always tell each other one unit, one goal. Approach every day like it's your last.
Intercepted! He's gonna score! Touchdown! It is picked off! He's gonna get a pick six! Oh, did he catch it? Yes!
Our ultimate goal is to win a Big Ten championship. Anything less is unacceptable in our eyes.
And I was 8 years old. The first day I actually played football, I wanted to quit. And I still remember exactly what my dad told me. He said, since you started it, you're gonna finish. And I'm really glad that he told me that.
The Oregon Ducks win the 98th Rose Bowl. And another Pasadena heartbreak for the Badgers.
In the locker room after the game, he stood up and said to the team, because of memories like this is why I want to come back for my senior year, and that's why I'll be back in the fall.
This was one decision that's going to impact the rest of his life. He looked me in the face and said, Dad, I don't think I'm ready. I'm physically ready, I think, to go to the NFL, but I'm not mentally ready to go to the NFL. There's things that I can do that I can stay here and get better at.
The decision I made to come back, he told me never to regret it because you made it for a reason. I'm really close to my parents.
You guys gonna make it down to Purdue or no?
Oh yeah, come on now. Heck yeah.
I really enjoy them being 15 minutes away in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
We made a pact as a family to stay together. It's just like if we stayed in Missouri and you went to Mizzou, same thing. We're here for when you need help. Phone call, we're right here. It doesn't take me 6 hours to get to you now, it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get to you.
911, what is the emergency?
Some guys just hit Monty. They were just kicking him on the ground.
Does he need an ambulance?
Yes, please, hurry.
I was walking home, I turned the corner, and then the next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital.
The phone rang, and my wife picked up the phone and she answered it, and I can tell by her voice that something was wrong.
I was attacked from behind by 5 guys.
What happened to him was unjust and unfair. It was just surreal for something like that to happen to a kid that we know that doesn't cause any problems. And hopefully justice will be served and we can move on with our lives.
This summer I wanted to work on just being a complete quarterback, watching more film, being more accurate with the ball, and being a better leader.
He embraced the challenge of competition. Even though he had started and there were 2 other guys came in that had not played here, it wasn't like, hey, I'm the guy.
As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another, and I felt like that's kind of how me and Tre are. We just fed off each other every single day.
Cam and Tre, we worked out real hard, we're pushing each other, 7-on-7s and lifts and runs.
Those 2 quarterbacks are very good quarterbacks. I knew every day that I had to come in and always be on top of everything.
Tre embraced the competition. He earned the job. He was our best player consistently every day in preseason, and he gave us the best chance to win. That's why we went with him as we started the season.
Here's a throw by Tre. Downfield, wide open, Shane Wynn. He's at the 30, down to the 20, down to the 10, and a touchdown! How about that?
I was very excited because I felt like all my hard work has paid off. The game felt way slower. Everything was moving in slow motion. Since I know the offense, I was able to pick my spots and throw the ball here. And read the coverage and throw the ball based on the coverages. Just arriving at the stadium and just seeing all the facilities, it was just so beautiful. I was like, wow, Patriots, they really have it going on.
We started very fast in that game, and Tre was a big part of that game, getting off to a great start.
Tre's got it, and he's going to go again. Tre Roberson will score.
Just looked almost effortless out there for him, but at the same time, I've been watching football long enough to know that I'm one play away from getting in.
3rd and goal. He's going to run it right up the middle. Dives forward, does not get it in. We got an injured Hoosier. Tre Roberson is down.
He was in a great amount of pain. He broke his tib fib. I remember trying to get him to calm down, to breathe. And he said, his season's over. I said, our season's just starting.
I knew that my season was over and that I'm going to have to try to be here for Cam and Nate.
Colter awaiting the snap. Here it is, and Kain Colter scrambles left. Now cuts back to the right, lots of room. 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown! Kain Colter, 29 yards!
Oh my gosh, Kain was practically born with a football in his hand. His dad's a football player, his uncle's a football player, so everything that they did was surrounded throwing balls and having fun and being outside and running for touchdowns.
He was the son of a father that played big-time football at the highest level and for one of the greatest teams to ever play in college football. He has an uncle that played at the highest level, was a 2-time All-American at USC, DB. Football is a big part of what we do, and hopefully he can take those things that he learned as a youngster and keep improving on them and showing people what he can do out there on the football field.
Colter now pulls it out from Mark, and Colter in for a touchdown!
He was committed to Stanford for 8 months. His senior pictures were taken with the Stanford sweatshirts on, and he hurt himself his first game of his senior year. Tore the labrum and bicep in his shoulder, and it was devastating.
They kind of, said that, that we didn't really want you to play quarterback just with your injury to your shoulder, your throwing shoulder.
It always hurts when the message to you is that your son isn't good enough, or that maybe we want somebody else. But they never shook my belief in Kain, and nobody allowed him very much time to feel sorry for himself.
Kain Colter into detection.
And Northwestern didn't either, because they jumped right in the picture right away. And so
my dream was always to play college football at quarterback. And if I couldn't do that at Stanford, I was going to find somewhere else to do it.
When Kain gave us a call and said that he wanted to open up his recruiting, now it's back to game on, and here we go. And we're just very thankful and humbled that he chose to be a Wildcat. And, again, the sky's the limit.
Colter takes a deep drop. Colter floats it down left side, going for Fenwick Mark. Fingertip grab, touchdown Northwestern!
God has a way of making things work the way that they really need to work, and Coach Fitz just kept telling us that he belonged there, and we're so thankful that it worked out like that.
The Journey Big Ten Football 2012 is brought to you by Best Buy.